Welcome to another video, guys. Today we're gonna be talking about the real best version of Void Demon Hunter right now, which is clearly the faster version. In this video we're gonna give a quick updated guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips, but also be warned, this deck is definitely looking like a potential nerf candidate, and we might be hearing more about it really soon. If I had to speculate, the nerf is probably gonna be coming out next Tuesday, but until then you can definitely be climbing some easy ranks with this thing. So I hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be appreciated, and don't forget to check me out live on stream each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But now, let's check out the guide.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list I used, and it's above 62% win rate with thousands and thousands of games. And of course, it is decked through the roof with things that are actually gonna do pretty well in the mirror, with things like Cult Neophytes, so you cannot be playing as much Void Souls in a single turn. It has a single copy of Rustler Viper in here, so you can be destroying weapons, and it also has a couple of Glacial Shards with which you could be preventing the opponent of actually swinging with those said weapons. The rest of the deck is basically Void action, and we're no longer running the Greedy package with the Ravenous Fell Hunters. And honestly, there is a good reason behind that. Like, one of the Void demons you could be getting actually does indeed have Death Rattle on it, so a freaking 5-drop 5-3 could be giving you a couple of 2-1s instead of the goddamn Vicious Void skill, so it definitely makes sense for this deck not to be running the greedier package, especially given the fact that the meta is, again, a lot faster than it used to. Going through the deck, we do have a Portal of Argus, of course. You can get yourself more card draw. You're never really gonna come down to a Broxigar unless the game really goes into your favor to draw the portals over and over again. The Glacial Shards, like I said, are going to be mainly so the opponent cannot be swinging with their weapons, but you can also use it just to prevent some big minions from taking a turn. The Eladari Studies can give you a lot of card draw, a lifesteal, removal, or even damage. The Sigil of the Seas can also be great with a 3-3 as soon as turn 1, which is technically going to be attacking on turn 3, but you get it. The Void Soul is just one of the many Void Souls you're going to be playing that game. Having one straight out naturally for a turn 1 can definitely be great. You could high roll with things like Flame Imp, like the 1-2 demon guy, and so on and so forth, but like I said, the 2-1 demon is going to be the really problematic one, because that is going to ruin the 5-3's potential, which I actually did learn with this deck, which doesn't have a Fell Hunter, but I indeed did have a 2-1 on turn 1, and I had a 5-drop Fell Hunter, which in the end spat out a couple of 2-1s, and I was like, fuck. Broxigar, you're probably never going to see with this deck, but he can definitely happen. Broxigar's Last Stand, however, is going to give you a ton of card draw, so definitely be on the lookout for that one. You could actually maximize on it with things like your Horn of Feasting, your Infestation, and of course with the opponent's stuff. Then you could also tone down some opponent's minions to actually be in the range of Broxigar's Last Stand with the help of a couple of Press the Advantage. The Cult Neophytes, when timed correctly, can be very nice, but they can also be a great turn 2 play against a lot of decks. But the main reason you have this is when the opponent has a bunch of Void Souls in their hand, you basically prevent them for a turn of actually zerging the board with those. Grim Harvest is going to help you with the card draw. It also gives you a couple of decent minions. The Infestation is also pretty nutty, giving you a way to actually handle something as big as 8 health as soon as turn 3, but you can also go face with it. Press the Advantage gives you a little bit of card draw, a little bit of damage. The Void Blast gives you even more Void Souls, and it's a great way to actually handle the Sigil of the Seas on turn 1. With the Axe of Scenarios, you could actually get yourself a little bit of healing with this deck. Usually you don't have that much aside from what you get out of Eladari Studies. Single copy of Viper, so you can actually handle the opponent's weapon, which honestly is definitely pretty strong after the buff. The Vicious Void scale still as busted as ever, and if I had to guess, this guy is gonna lose his battle cry really soon, but until then, definitely abuse it to its full potential. The Horn of Plenty is also pretty awesome, giving you 3 2-1s with which you can be rushing and also pose a meaningful threat against the opponent. And again, you could be using it for tons of card draw after you're done rushing for free. You could also draw 3 cards with the Broxigar's Last Stand, which could be pretty nutty. With Kayn, you basically get the Waltz face even if the opponent has a bunch of taunts, and a lot of the times this is how you're gonna finish off things like Warlocks and such. And lastly, we do have the Stardust Sigh, which is going to give you plenty of Void Souls to work with, and usually getting up to 7 or 8 mana demons is not going to be a problem with this deck, even though going up to 9 and 10 usually doesn't happen, but it usually doesn't need to. The meta right now definitely is pretty jam-packed with either Void Demon Hunters or decks that do well against Void Demon Hunters, but if we gotta be completely honest, not that many things actually do well against Void Demon Hunter. Troublemaker Rogue supposedly is good against you, but according to the stats here at least, things are not looking that great. You should be great against things like Warlocks because they cannot really handle you with Kayn. Face Hunters are also gonna not be a problem with this iteration of the deck, but let's check out other more populated lists, like this one for instance. 33,000 games, ain't no joke, guys. So let's see what the matchups say here. And again, kind of the same deal. Aggro Pally apparently not that great for you, but everything else pretty amazing, honestly. When it comes down to the mulligan, going first, of course you are going to be looking for your Void stuff. Sigil of the Seas on turn 1 ain't bad. The Soul is also pretty great. Grim Harvest is fine. The Void Blast if you're expecting something out of the opponent. If you're playing against a Warlock though, I would not hold on to this because they usually hero power up until turn 3 or 4. The Portal can be okay. The Weapon if you're curving into it. Cult Neophyte depending on the matchup. The Viper again depending on the matchup. The rest really not so great. Going second again is basically the same deal. Try to get your good Void cards. Here Void Blast becomes much more keepable. The rest really looks the same, but you could definitely consider even holding on to an Outcasted Horn of Feasting because that on turn 3 can be absolutely devastating. That's really about it for the deck. It's way too overtuned. It's actually not that expensive either. Like Kane is free and you can definitely try the deck without Broxigar, so all around the deck really is a monster powerhouse right now, which you could be climbing the easy legend with, but be on the lookout for potential nerfs. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, you know what to do, but now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top 1000 legend with it. Hope you enjoy.
Illidan versus Thompson. Clear the stage.
I don't think you need an invite, man. You can just join it. Just click the link. Okay, both of these, that's gonna be sick. Yeah, how dare I? That's a farm deck against us. That much has been said. Next turn we coin. But later we can start thinking about Cult Neo fighting, even though against Rafam you can't really know when you should be doing that. Hopefully he doesn't steal him. Steal him and kill him.
Together, Rafaels, we will make everyone.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Not the worst. Let's just push with these. It's turn 4 after all, why wouldn't we?
Victory or death! Sing of victory!
Okay, that's a pretty good top kick. Well, that's pretty unfortunate. 40 card deck, by the way. Maybe we should have gone with the other ice studies for potential 5 damage twice, though. Yeah, looks like an interesting list. Doesn't look like it's revolving heavily around Mana Storm, though. I don't know. Maybe it's not so bad. That went so well.
My hand is full.
Hopefully no annihilation in my future, but we all know it's there. And this is also a bit problematic in it. Bruh.
Do not ever call me any trapper!
Shuffle off.
Dude is cycling. Cycling hard.
I must hasten.
Not the worst. It's not the worst at all. Does he have annihilation? And if so,
Hand is full.
is it good enough for them? With 3 damage AoE, he's actually dead with Kane. Please feel safe. Perfect. Well, he definitely had a good curve there. Ours was gooder.
Hide behind your servant. I will still fire. Found you.
You got forked.
Of me.
That's some pretty nasty top decks at the end, not gonna lie.
Illidan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. This ends now.
Against the Warlock. I was gonna say my name. Yeah, one of the games ever. A lot of weapons. I'm gonna be swinging that dick.
I
No turn 1 void. Rigged. Okay, we're against NERFED. It's probably the best one I could have gotten against this guy. Let's just hope he doesn't freeze me on turn 4, whereas we want to be equipping the weapon as well, so that'd be pretty nasty. Free drop. Vicious me, dude. Motherfucking bitch. Well, that'll do. Ooh, another one. Ooh, a penny. And that's quite the high roll, too.
I'm a pretty big deal in here.
Wait. He freezes me right now, that would be kind of nasty. Location. When the coin up is kind of questionable,
The access is in here.
but I guess got lucky with the target.
They will never catch me.
Bruh. Almost damage for the minion being alive. Guess it's kind of worth. So if I would like to know my location, out of doubt. Without hesitation, sir. Got it all along. Okay, he is close to Pepsimus Maximus. Doomguard out of this can happen, so we do have lethal if we get the Doomguards. If I attack him and that's a Doomguard, I get also 2 attack out of Infestation, so that'd be exact lethal if I do not hero power, however. Oh shit, we're at 4? Thought we're at 5, man. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Haven't seen any drain souls yet. We do have 6 damage from hand for 5 mana. That don't do much. Good steal. He didn't click his location first though, that was silly. I mean, so far it's not. It's also that just the weapon plus Garishi. That can also give me a Doom Guard. I win this one, friend.
Almost out of time.
The asset is in here somewhere.
Understandable, have a nice day. That's what I thought. No wishes is needed.
Illidan versus Patches!
Against the rogue. Those are supposed to be good against us.
This ends now.
See how that feel. Come on, bro. Good mulligan.
Muzzle their magic.
That'll be annoying. I was planning on playing the Grim Harvest, but it is what it is. We have alternatives. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Not the best, not the worst. Good bait out of Viper. See. Next turn we can do something with this and Broxigar if nothing better presents itself. So far I don't. Waiting. And stuff. Funnily enough.
Vengeance is mine.
At least we don't have to worry about King Lame anymore, but wouldn't have to worry about him if he missed as well. Could have been a Kane we drew, but it was a 50-50, so can't be too mad.
Nobody's gonna know.
Nice to meet you.
Just deny him the coin for a while. I haven't played too many 2-drops so far, just 4. Yo. Apparently nothing too crazy for him. Still can't know that. Let's see.
Right up you.
Nice minion to eat, my guy. Still. Okay.
Chill out. Time grows short.
Could have played this. Why didn't I play that? I'm an idiot, that's why. Could have played the goddamn portal. We do have another Brock cigar later, but there was no reason for me not to do it right now either. Both weapons being the bottom 12 kind of diabolical, with the second vicious and the void soul, like literally bottom 15 all of those.
Armies of bones.
Oof.
Lay waste. Dive and destroy. hand is full.
Oops. We were gonna burn a card regardless. It was either gonna be this turn or the next, but a card would have gotten burned. He has 5 damage on the monkey. Getting slashed in half definitely puts us in a predicament, not gonna lie. Is he gonna go for the 5 monkey now? It's up to 6, could be up to 7, and it will be. Yeah, he's loading it up. Mm-hmm. I was looking for this guy.
Everyone ready for the fight of their lives?
The void will swallow. Change is coming.
I'm gonna burn a top deck if he kills this, which he will. Burning Cane would not be fun. We're gonna have a 3, a 4, and a 5 costs. Still has a cheap legendary in there for 4 mana. I mean, not legendary, but an 8 drop. Why are you wasting all of this damage right now, bruh? Could have just developed. Really? Not killing the 5? That's a great way to get killed if I had a fucking cane. Which I might. Even with a Doom Guard, it's not lethal though. If I had one. It's not bad. Maybe fitting in a Cult Neophyte instead of the Garishu there was a better idea. Cost me the 5 damage to the face, but let's see. This going face is not great. So just gonna go for a monkey here. As long as Kane is not exactly the last card, I think we got him. He's good. It's done. Yeah, as long as we get Kane. definitely not a given. There you fucking go. Played around it. That was a weird game. That was definitely a pretty lucky Garona for him, but it is what it is. Not a rogue. No, original. 9-9. Well, he's definitely text through the teeth, but to be good against us, let's see how that go.
Ends now.
The weapon's gonna be great, let's just hope he doesn't have a Viper waiting for me, my body. Would be nice if we got a Vicious for a change. Feeling pretty vicious sexual right now. I would like to get a visceral with him. What? That him, bruh. That is, bruh. Let's freeze his goddamn mouth. He's planning up King Slay out of player. Or just hero powering, which wouldn't be that amazing for him, but still. Bruh. Which is... Bruh. Yeah, sad no vicious noises. Wouldn't be nice if there's happy no Rustro Viper noises too. Be a lot cooler.
I am the bars you cannot break.
That's scary. Guess I'll handle that. Hey, less of that.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
Well, he knows I can handle those, but that's also not a bad thing for him.
Vengeance is mine.
Muzzle their magic.
Yeah, no Viper. See freezing my mouth though. Doesn't freeze my mouth though. Still no Vish Bish.
Put your faith in the
Yo. That's illegal. It's also illegal as being able to handle something like this easily, but still. Bit illegal.
Nice to meet you.
John could try to overwhelm the shit out of him if there's no cult neophyte involved. get to have 5-drop over here.
I thought they could hold me.
Acceptables. Nice. Not nice. If I continue a fight here, he's as good as done. I think. That ain't too bad at all. But I'd rather just do this. Let's see it, player.
By petal and thorn.
He has a couple of 0-8s if he has the Jades. Bruh.
Muzzle their magic.
That one's surprisingly good for him, but not good enough. Not good enough, homeboy. Now look who decided to join. That's what I thought. Well, that went so well. Yeah, all around this faster, refined list definitely feels a lot better. You don't get to reach the tenors as often, but you don't need to reach the tenors as often with this now, do ya? Definitely in danger for a nerf though. Would not be surprised if the Vicious goes back to its former glory. Would not be surprised one bit.